Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, we made it back from Austin early. I'm here today with Brad with Galveston County Office of Emergency Management. You're actually the coordinator.
Yes, sir.
Great. And your last name is Burness. And I've got some information, and we've actually been out here. I tell you what, you and I talked before we came on. Entergy's killing it out here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the response, the communications, everything. In fact, what you're seeing now probably is 35 or 40 trucks that came rolling through, and the guy from J&J told me they had about 100 more guys coming in this afternoon to make sure Bolivar was ready. Let's talk a little bit about what you do, because we've got some more shows coming up that we're working on. What's your position at Galveston County, and what have you been doing during this emergency?
Absolutely. So I'm appointed by County Judge Mark Henry.
Okay.
I serve as the emergency management coordinator for the county. And so during this storm, it was kind of a surprise, actually. We were tracking it as it made its way through Brazoria County and approaching Galveston County. And then before you know it, it's making a slight right turn down towards our office on FM 646 in Dickinson.
Right.
So we got lucky that we missed that. But for us, it's communication, keeping everybody informed on alerts, making sure they're understanding that they got the shelter in place, or if they need to evacuate, depending on the scenario. But in this case, we were right on the messaging right from the get-go, making sure folks were sheltering in place. Getting the alerts out right away, communicating with the Bolivar folks down here, with all the local constituents down here on the peninsula, making sure that they're getting the message and they're pushing it out via the social media outlets as well.
I know the communication with me has been phenomenal, working with y'all. In fact, one of the videos we did last night, one in the afternoons had over 8,500 views, and the other one over 9,000 views to help get the word out. And so let's talk about cooling stations and emergency stations. There's two places on Bolivar Peninsula that residents can go. Let's talk about each one of those.
Yeah, so our big concern when the power goes out is folks that have medical disabilities, or folks that rely on power for medical devices. And so our number one priority was to try and get a couple of places established so we could open those up. People can come in throughout the day, and they serve as a multi-purpose. We call them a resource center,
right.
Multi-purpose. So whether it's charging cell phones, medical devices, simply a cooling center, a warming center throughout the day, because our temperatures range and our weather is very tricky here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the goal, was to get a couple places open so there could be some sanctuary, safe haven for folks who needed that.
And what hours is the Port Bolivar Volunteer Fire Department open, and then what hours is the High Island area open?
Right, so the High Island is at the gymnasium. It's actually a hurricane-rated facility, fairly recently constructed, so that's one of our prime facilities for these type of incidents. So those hours are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. During the day. And then the volunteer fire department down at Port Bolivar is open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Till 10 p.m.
Right, and so the same scenario there, where they've got, be able to come in and get out of the elements, charge your devices, whatever you need there.
But they're not serving any food at either location?
No, these are not shelters. There's no food. There's no overnight, cots or staying. We're just daytime and let people get charged up.
Right. All the regular emergency services, though, through the ESD are still running like they typically do. There's no changes in that, and the ferry's running, from my understanding, as they're supposed to be.
Correct. The ferry operations at the terminal itself, they were under generator power yesterday, probably still are now, but no interruption to ferry services, and the ESD, fire, EMS, they're all ready to respond as well.
And we're actually standing on 124 just north of 1985. It is closed down, but you can go down 1985, and there is one section in there where it's gone down to one lane because of down power lines, and then you can circle back and come up through Winnie, or you can go down and come up Highway 65 up through Anahuac and on to I-10. Now let's talk about Entergy real quick, because you and I have both been talking to Jim Mullane.
Right.
everything's looking good for that.
Right.
Everything's still on schedule. From yesterday's show that we did about Monday afternoon. But for me, seeing what's going on here and then all these trucks that came through, I'm actually hoping that maybe that it might bump up a little bit because of the good weather we're having, the workers down here, the work I saw and y'all have seen going on. And so we're going to keep you posted on that. As soon as we get word, I try and get it out to you, both from Jim and from Brad. And so make sure you stay tuned to Bolivar Live here on your favorite social media channel. And remember, you can also watch Bolivar Live on our Bolivar Live TV on Roku and Amazon Fire. And so we do have a live section on that, or you can go to one of our social media channels. And remember, if you don't like joining one, go to YouTube. You can find us all over that. So Brad, thanks for joining us today. We'll be back with storm coverage from the Tornado Mageddon, I guess you could say, of 2024 here. The reports that I got from some of the storm chasers is it was the strongest and longest tornado they've seen south of I-10. I'm glad it went across the marsh. There was some damage on 1985. I know the Anahuac Wildlife Refuge got hit. Cowboy Concrete, a friend of ours, Mr. Enlow's place got hit. And so, but if it would have been in a populated area like League City or down Bolivar Peninsula, it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. I would like to say also, the National Weather Service is out today. There's 5 prime spots that they're surveying to basically validate the storm. And it's
how big the tornado was?
Right, if it was an EF, whatever the number is.
Right.
And because some of the winds can be very strong, so they call them straight line winds.
Right.
It could just be a major windstorm for some of this stuff. Obviously, we knew a tornado came through, but not everybody gets hit by the tornado, but still the straight line winds can cause the same kind of damage. So, and I also want to put in one more plug too. You can also go to GCOEM.org and please sign up for the emergency alerts. We push those out as frequently as we can during these type of incidents. So please sign up at GCOEM.org for our alerts.
And especially, we're going to have some more information and some more shows coming on talking about freezing weather.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about hurricane season and how you can prepare for that and how you can register. Make sure you go on their website and register, because even I'm registered on there. My wife, my mom up in Austin has even registered, so that she knows what's going on down here, and it's a good way for your family to keep up with you on what's going on down here. So we're going to head on out. Want to thank Keith and the Big Store for being open during this whole event. They're running on generator. They've got hot coffee. They had pizzas and lunch today if you're looking for something. And as soon as we get word on when the power's coming back, hopefully sooner than we think, we'll get it out to you. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.